This is the Mid-Columbia Library at 101 East Main Street. This Mid-Columbia Library, you got a drop-off area. And the drop-off area they got for the Mid-Columbia Library is, of course, you got the moderated system here. The increments of the new, you had vandals. You had a bunch of vandals come in here at the Adams County ADC Development Center, and they had vandals that come in here and vandalize the entire property. As you see, we have a Mid-Columbia Library here. We have a drop-off box at 101 East Main Street, Othello, Washington. This implies a service for people that have special needs and services for, of course, their increments on the study guides. The Mid-Columbia Library has study guides for, of course, online. The Washington Bar Association's online. You can catch your system online. You got your Facebook, Mid-Columbia Library online. You got everything pretty much online. And right next to it is a, this used to be vandalized. People used to vandalize it. It was downgraded. It was an AC/DC and it was vandalized badly. It was neglected in shape and form like the Columbia Basin CBHA off. As you can see, the Columbia Basin CBHA, this is the vision clinic. This is the vision clinic. As you can see, the vision clinic is straight across from Mid-Columbia Library. This is library. It says drive-through book drop. This is library drive-through book drop. And this is the Mid-Columbia Library here in Othello, Washington. Now, Mid-Columbia COVID-19 busted out on March on the presidential primary election. The drive-through book drop is still here. This is the library online. You got books, you got everything on services, and also the increments you have on the services. The Mid-Columbia Library is still online. The Mid-Columbia Library is a fellow branch, and the fellow branch services that you have at the increments on the sidewalk. See, walking on the sidewalk increments where the officers like attacking me, like I walk out to the administration office and process information, and you're online at the Mid-Columbia Library. Monday to Friday, 11 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 3. There's branches are closed, but the COVID-19, this is June 15th, please do not leave materials in return boxes. It says all branches are closed, all Mid-Columbia Library branches closed. The book mobile closed on public. All drive-up service include curbside pickup, drive-up. Returns boxes through windows are closed. Due dates for books materials have been expanded until June 15th. Please do not leave materials in return. Library programs have been canceled. So we have increments on that array of services. We have the, of course, the systematic for the signs that are posted on the curve, on the sidewalk where I was attacked at the on First Street. And that's 10. That's Mid-Columbia 101 Mid-Columbia Library. Now the branches and also the reserved parking. As you see these signs, they have reserved signs here on the parking spots, each parking spot. And the individual service for the Mid-Columbia Library on the window. And this window, you see this window? This increment on this window, it says all branches are closed, all Mid-Columbia Library branches closed. Book mobile closed and public, all drive-ups are closed. Curbside pickup, drive-up. Due dates, all books materials have been extended until June 15th. Now we have array across the street. We got this new moderation exposure. Now they got doors open. And this is First Street. Now, Mr. Eric D. Olson, he's asking for the body cam where I was attacked on the sidewalk. And Mr. Carol J. BENZEL asked for the body cam that was attacked on the sidewalk. Mr. Stephen Felice asking for requests for, that's of course Jessica Rodriguez and Norma Rodriguez, and also the increments that they have at the Mid-Columbia Library. So their resources and services, and this is the First Street where I was attacked. Now CBHA is across the street, and the barbecue is up on the patio. Now we can do a walkthrough. This is COVID-19 now. This beautiful vase. Oh, look at there's a There's a Taco Bell bag right here. See this Taco Bell bag? There's a Taco Bell bag right here, thrown in the bicycle section as trash. Look at that. See this? This is trash. This is littering, just like over at the park where they leave trash. Oh, look at that. We got more trash. Look at, we got a container. Oh, see that container right there? That's trash too. Look at. But we got much more to come here, as you can see, here at the Mid-Columbia Library, which you can see the array of services. Now, the Mid-Columbia Library have CBHA, it's the Adult Vision Clinic. You got some coyotes, some rocks, some duration services. And then we got this window with screw gun, window barrier, Wolverine paneling, some tie-back insulation around the barrier of the window, and particle board. And this is a Milgrid Windows doorway. See this template they got, the services, as you can see. You got these people coming here a little at a time, and apparently they don't have no building permit. They don't got no building permit. They don't got insurance. They don't got driver's license and CDL license, and they're inside the Carol J. Benzel's office. They're in there for tickets, citations, DUIs, possessions, false information, and they got the wiring, Vista utility bill wiring. But they're doing a little bit at a time. Apparently, the billings manifest record showed that it reflects that the permits and the services, so they're gonna have to have somebody come in and watch and rebuild little at a time. As you can see, Mr. Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, he's been prosecutor for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So each window is in place, as you can see, when we're upstairs with Taylor in the administration office. This window was covered with the ladder, and this one was left ladder, and then another one with the ladder. So Windows 10 is pretty much pretty sophisticated on the fire permits and the permits and increments, with the policy holding that the increments don't even know what they're talking about the situation of what the Mid-Columbia Library has array of services for the increments for downloading systems, and also the adjustment for the blind siding. The individuals that don't know what they're talking about and how they portray themselves as contractors or businessmen, when they don't have a driver's license and they don't have a building permit and they don't have insurance and they don't even own the property, and the guys that don't own the property, they give them a phone, they use a phone, and they say they're Donald Trump. Oh, this is Donald Trump and this COVID-19, then we're going to shut down the buildings. We don't believe you. So the increments on the services, I pretty much downfounded. They went pretty far. The windows took about for 4 years. It took them 5-6 years to do the windows. This is ACDC, Adams County Development Center. People are disabled, people are mentally incapacitated, people that are taking advantage, and police officers attacking them on the sidewalk, stealing money from them, going to DHCPS office, posing as counselors, and then they have their children showing up to CPS DHS office, and their kids are taken from them. And their kids are abandoned here at the Mid-Columbia Library, and they're left at the park administration office because they don't go back to their mother or their father because of the increments that they're having As you see, the dysfunctional family members, just to put a window in, they start a war. They start a war. They start a campaign. They start any way, shape, and form, and they have excuses. And as you can see, the criminal activities that they have, which is not serious matter at all. Not at all. This COVID-19 is a serious matter since the increments on the DHS, CPS, Social Security card, and also manifest for the abstract record. You can go online and receive all your information online. It's really simple. You got individuals coming to the George Washington House, Annie Miller's office, upstairs, downstairs, and the conventional COVID is online. All the administration process is online. You can do everything online instead of coming in the services or the office or the increments of permit. You can go online. It's all successfully online. People search confrontations and services just over a barrier window. Very self-explanatory. You got COVID-19 now, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You got children everywhere.